everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm going to be cooking chalupas, and this time, instead of just showing you how to make the chalupas, I'm going to show you how to make a meal out of it. I'm going to put hamburger meat, black beans, refried beans, cheese, and all of that. So just to refresh y'all's memory, I'm going to show y'all the recipe again of how I make the chalupas. So let's get started with that first.
Hi.
Let's get started with that first. Okay, the first thing we want to do is go ahead and get our ingredients going in the bowl. So first thing we're going to need is 2 cups of flour. So let me open this flour and let's see if I can do that without getting it all over myself. Let's go ahead and pour that little excess off of there. Poppy, didn't I tell you to get out the kitchen? This dog has been following me around all day. Okay, we're going to do 2 cups. So, that's 1. And I'm using all-purpose flour. So we got our 2 cups there. Let's fold this up. The next thing that we want to do, let me get the measuring cup for it. Measuring thing. Hold on, guys. Let me get my other measuring cup. Okay, we need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And I got this this tablespoon? 1/2 tablespoon, so we need 2 of these. Okay. And we want to put in our 1 tablespoon of salt, and then you need 1.5 tablespoon of butter. So instead of using regular salt, I'm going to use this garlic salt because I like the taste that it gives it. Put that in here, sprinkle it. No, don't bring that salt rock in here.
My wife has a salt rock.
That's what does that have to do with this? Okay. Stir in all your dry ingredients. And then you want to melt about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. So here's the butter I have here. This is salted butter. This is not non-salted butter. And we want to melt this real quick here. And then after that, we want to add in 3/4 cups of milk. I'm going to wash my hands real good, and then I'm going to mix it up. You want to let it sit and let the dough sit for, I'd say, about 5-10 minutes. And then after I show y'all how I mix that all up, so you can see the consistency that the dough needs to be, I'll let it sit, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to roll them out. I'll show y'all that process here, and then we'll fry them, and I'll show y'all that. And then we'll get to cooking the hamburger meat. I'll show y'all all the seasoning that I'm going to be using for that, and we'll bring it all together. Let me get this butter. Okay, you want to go ahead and pour your melted butter in. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our 3/4 cup of milk. Here's that milk I'm always telling y'all about when I get from the Dollar Tree. Here I go advertising for the Dollar Tree again. Not sponsored, but still advertising for them all day long. Okay. Now that we've done that, let me go over here and wash my hands real quick. I'm going to set my ring here because I don't want to get flour all in my ring. Okay, and what you want to do is just take your hand, mix it all up. Now, out of this batch, when I make this, I usually can get several chalupas out of it. So, and what you'll want is like a nice sticky dough that you're going to get. and you let it sit. If you want, what I like to do is I like to put a little oil on my hands. Get some. Baby, could you come here? Could you open this oil for me? A little more milk.
What do you need there?
I need you to, would you open the oil for me? I need to put a little on my hand while I'm doing my dough. It's right there behind me. Right there, baby. Just put me a little bit in my hand. That's good, yeah. Because I don't use Pam in this recipe, my love. I could have used Pam, but this is how I do it with this. You got to make your soft dough and then you let it sit. Thank you, baby. You still ain't in the camera. You should have been there. Now look what I can do. Yeah, don't mind him, y'all. I don't know what he doing tonight. Being silly. Okay. Once you do that, you want your dough ball to kind of look like this here. And you want to let it sit. Make sure you smash it up real good. Okay. Sit it right there. You want to let it sit for about 5-10 minutes. I got it all over my hands. Let's get some of it off. Okay. You want to let it sit for 5-10 minutes, and then you want to come out and roll them out. Wash my hands. So, we'll get back to this. What we're going to do next is we're going to do our hamburger meat. So, I'm going to move this out the way. Sit it over here. Okay, we got our hamburger meat here. And how much ground beef is this? It's 1.7 pounds of ground beef here. I got this bag on it, guys, because I don't want it to drip. So, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here in the pan. And we're going to go ahead and let this hamburger meat cook thoroughly. After it cooks, I want to drain the grease from it because I don't want it to be greasy. Yeah, I just did that. Hold on. Okay, we got the hamburger meat here. We want to put it on a medium heat and get it going while we're waiting on our dough. I'm going to have to give this meat a couple of minutes to cook. I want it to cook thoroughly before I season it. Once I get this meat done cooking, then I'll come back. We'll drain it, and then we'll add the seasoning. Our dough will be ready to go ahead and start frying our chalupas. And I'll show you how I roll them out. So, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. I drained the grease out of the meat. Now I'm going to season it up, and then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get this grease, start getting it hot, and I'm going to move it over here once I finish, since I already got this burner hot. I'm going to move it over here. We're going to go ahead and roll out our chalupa dough, and we're going to start frying them. So first thing I want to do is use my seasoning. Y'all already know, Creole seasoning. And I ain't got no measurement for this. We're just going to sprinkle it in. I'm going to be using this. It's hot and spicy Cajun style spice blend. Not too much, just a little bit. Just a minute, y'all. My daughter hollering. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to add this little spice blend here. Just a little bit here. And a tiny, tiny, tiny pinch of garlic salt. Just a little bit. Smells good, baby. Stir it in. Okay. I'm going to add in one more thing here, guys. I want to add a tiny, tiny bit of this chili powder, just a little. Okay. Let's stir that all up. Okay, and that's the meat. The meat's all seasoned. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and roll out these chalupas. While we're waiting for this grease to get hot, guys, we got these refried beans here. I'm going to warm these up in the microwave instead of over the stove because it'll be quicker in the microwave. You do want to season up your refried beans a little bit just to give them a little bit of flavor. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. A little Creole season. We'll stir it up. A little bit of this complete seasoning. Tap, and that's good. Okay. Stir it up. Okay, see. And we're going to warm this up in the microwave closer when it's time to plate everything. Alright guys, I'll be, let me go ahead and we're going to start rolling out the chalupa dough because it's ready. Alright guys, we got our dough here. It's all ready. Hold on a minute here. Alright, what we want to do is we want to take a small piece, like so. Roll it together with your hands like this. And we want to roll it out. And I'm rolling it on this cutting pan here. We want to roll it out flatly like so. Just like this, guys. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just roll it out flat. Okay. Now what we want to do is drop it in the grease. I believe the grease is about hot enough. Let me take a little piece of dough and drop it in here. Yeah, it's ready. Okay, and so what we want to do is drop it on in. What you want it to do is float at the top, and you see how it's starting to bubble like that? That's what you want it to do. Okay. It's starting to puff up. You want to do it until it's starting to get brown on the bottom. It's not brown yet. Turn it over. After I show y'all this one, I'm going to go ahead and fry all of them up. And then I'm going to go ahead and open my black beans, get those seasoned up. And then the meal will be pretty much complete, guys. I'll plate everything and show y'all the finished product. And here you go, guys. You got your chalupa bread. So I'm going to set it over here. I'm going to finish frying up the rest of them, and then I'll be back. And here we go, guys. Here are the yummy, yummy, yummy chalupas. They're done. I'm about to take these black beans here. Let me get a container. Put them in. I have have these black beans. I opened them. These are out of the can. I drained them and then I rinsed them off. I'm gonna season them up, and these are gonna go on our chalupas. So I'm about to plate everything up and show y'all the finished product. Money, I'm gonna go ahead and make your. Okay, guys, this is the finished product. I'm gonna call this a open face chalupa since it's not folded up. Open face chalupa with seasoned hamburger meat, refried beans, and black beans and cheese. The chalupas are going to be nice and flaky and crispy. Hamburger meat is really flavorful. I seasoned the black beans as well, and then I melted the cheese on there. We got the chalupa right here. Here's my other chalupa so you can get a good look at them. And this is going to be really delicious. So if you wanted to add more stuff like lettuce, tomatoes, or whatever, you could definitely add those things in to, you know, make it even more delicious. So, alright guys, that'll be the end of today's cooking vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And we'll be back with another episode of Joy's Kitchen really soon. Alright guys, bye. Oh, and my daughter said, do what, baby? Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys, we're about to eat.